Okay, it's time for another maths challenge. The best answer we got last week was from year 12, Sean Legg, and I'll go through that at the end of the video for last week's challenge. This week's challenge, going to go over to the board now. Mr. Collins is ready, waiting to go through it. So I'm here looking at the maths challenge for this week. So, what is it? If we list all the natural numbers below 10, so natural numbers, positive whole numbers, that are multiples of 3 or 5, we get the numbers 3, 5, 6, and 9. Multiples of 3 in that list, 3, 6, 9. Multiples of 5 is just 5. The sum of these multiples, so if I add them together, I get 23 if I add them together. Okay, and that's the sum of those multiples. The question is, find the sum of all the multiples of 3 and 5, 3 or 5, below 1,000. So these are the multiples below 10, but now is the question. Find the sum of all multiples of 3 or 5 below 1,000. Give it a go. I'll give the answer next Monday. Okay, so if you can think of the answer to that, you can email me and I'll let you know if you're right or wrong. And let's see who can do it before this day week. Now let's have a little look at Sean's answer to last week's problem. So Sean addresses the question of distance using Pythagoras' theorem and this diagram. He gets 11.43 meters per flight of stairs, but he also mentions that the steps were different sizes and he's taken an average calculation for that. His diagram, however, probably lacks some scale, but otherwise a pretty good. So Sean disagrees with the vertical distance I plan to climb. He came up with an answer of 343 meters and calculated a percentage error based off that of 5.86%. So I climbed too high by 5.86%. He also worked out the average speed based on a diagonal distance, and that was 1.78 kilometers per hour. Hardly Usain Bolt, but not too bad if you run up a mountain, I suppose. Sean included many references to my lack of accuracy. For instance, he comes up with a parallax error here for the lack of a perpendicular angle to measure the ruler against the trainers. So, and he includes a nice funny diagram for everybody. Something that Sean missed, and perhaps everybody who answered the question missed, was that this is not the angle of elevation of a step due to the fact that the horizontal distance isn't measured against the horizontal distance of a step. We would have needed that perfectly. You could have worked it out using tan ratio in trigonometry with the information given, but this doesn't work as an angle of elevation. So well done to everybody who entered last week's maths competition. This week's is a little bit shorter, so we'll see who can get that answer right. Once again, well done Sean, he had the best answer. Perhaps could have delved a little bit more into the accuracy issues, especially that angle of elevation problem, but a good attempt.